Hello, the internet. We think everything is working? We, just a couple of seconds before we started the stream, the internet skipped here for me and Jen. That, you know, technology, that happens.
Not that we're in the same place.
No, of course not. We're in two separate recording studios on opposite ends of the country.
Felt unnecessary to add that part.
Well, it's because we have private jets, don't you know?
Oh, shit. You have been keeping a lot from me.
I'm borrow some money.
Yeah, right?
Not even like a ton.
Yeah, like I don't need a lot, but like, can I?
Yeah,
If I
right.
had a private jet, I wouldn't use a private jet. So
If you're not going to use it, I will. The world's fucked anyway. Let's just fly jets around.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
just whatever. What's one more jet?
Yeah, let's extinction this place, man.
And we got active chat. We got Captain Tempe. We got Vini Chan. We got Malaloki all saying hello. Hello, everybody. Good evening. This is not quite what you were expecting. So we are Skyhammer Press. My name is Merrick Moyer. My pronouns are he, him. I feel like I'm running a little bit slow, but maybe OBS is just giving me a slower thing. Is everything... Am I, like, delayed anything on Discord?
Nope.
All right, we're just gonna play through it. We would normally be playing The Expanse, Hellbreakers tonight, but Katie and Tyler are at a concert. You know, enjoying some cool music. So we decided, why not play the new Quickstart for Star Trek Adventures 2nd Edition, which came out on Wednesday last week. It is free. It is a PDF that you can go to the Modiphius.net website and just download. It's super cool. It comes with a rules digest, a full adventure, which we will be playing tonight, as well as 7 pre-gen characters, which is great. I love it when they do more than 4. That's a pet peeve of mine. The Quickstart should have 7 to 8 pre-generated characters. So people have got some choice. Okay. I got a bunch of news that I will run through, and then we'll get into this because it's a one-shot, and we want to get through as much of it, hopefully all of it, as we can. Hellbreakers. We're going to do a makeup game next Monday on May the 6th, and then we will be back in our regular every second week slot on May 13th. So we're back. Yeah, that's right. We're back next week, and then we're back in 2 weeks on May 13th for...
my birthday, come celebrate.
Yeah, it'll be Jen's birthday on May 13th, so, you know.
Hey, you don't have to.
You don't have to have a birthday, or you do not have to celebrate
I mean,
Jen?
you don't have to have a birthday.
I'm
Right,
told
right.
I have to. I'm told I'm not allowed to say same age, actually.
I mean, you're going to be 26 forever, so.
We are Roll20 ambassadors, and Roll20 has some super cool big news. Roll20 integration is coming to Discord as a Discord activity. And so the beta for that launches for pro subscribers on April 30th. So that is tomorrow for anybody watching live, and it's yesterday for anybody watching on YouTube. But yeah, pro subscribers are going to be able to play around with this beta where the like Roll20, all of it will just be attached in Discord. So you just like in the bottom of your video call hit the skills thing and it'll pop it all up.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I'm very interested in trying it out. Malaloki, if you do the week after that, we'll hit their birthday. Yay! What have we got? Ooh, let's talk about Bookworm again. So, if you go to bookwormgames.com and you use our code SkyhammerPress for any of your purchases, you'll get 15% off and support us. So you should do that. That'd be fantastic. Bookworm Games sells dice, tea, candles, candy, game accessories, and like gaming tables. So like go buy a massive gaming table and get 15% off and That'd be really awesome.
We also got some of their teas. They're pretty like cool, unique teas.
Yes, they're all like super fantasy D&D themed, very interesting. Um, let's see. Latest news from Green Ronin Publishing. We mentioned last time, but they have launched their Engine magazine. So this is adventure game engine focused content. In the first issue that they launched, they had Cthulhu Awakened stuff, they had Expanse stuff, they had Blue Rose stuff, and they'll be having a whole bunch of different articles. If you are a writer or want to write in the TTRPG sort of sphere and sector, they are open for pitches. So not full submissions, like don't give them something you've already written, but you can pitch stuff directly to them, and if they like it, they'll pay you to write it for their magazine. So check that out on Green Ronin Publishing. Engine magazine, all caps. And also, it's just super cool. The PDF is about $5.99, I believe, and then they're going to do a print-on-demand version on through DriveThru RPG. So check it out. Oh, and like if you buy it from the Green Ronin Publishing web store, you could probably use our code Hellbreakers and get some cash off too. So, you know,
What a win.
it's a win for everybody. Okay, so let's talk about this Quickstart. People are, I think that people were a little surprised that Star Trek Adventures announced a second edition, but also the game's been out for like 10 years. So,
Patent for it?
yeah. So they are updating it, they're streamlining it, they're focusing a couple of different things in the setting, and I'm trying to remember exactly how much I can say around NDAs. I could talk about all the rules and stuff because it's in the Quick Start now, but one of the cool things is that it is focused around the Strange New Worlds sort of timeline, or area of the timeline. Although they're also writing it that you can, play anywhere, anytime in all of Star Trek canon without kind of the focus on the Deep Space Nine era, which the, current first edition really focused on. Let's see. The second edition and the various things about it. The Quick Start came out Wednesday. The second edition core book will launch at Gen Con, and then the starter set will launch later in the fall. The starter set will have a full sort of like rules digest like the Quick Start, but a little bit longer, and it will involve a 3-part mini campaign, of which I wrote the first adventure. So I hope you pick that up. That'd be super cool. Let's see. Oh, and actually, I am fairly certain that that the starter adventure uses the pre-gen characters and the ship from the Quick Start. So if you pick up the Quick Start and you start playing there, and then you pick up the starter box, you can just kind of roll through with those same characters and just continue your story. Very fun stuff. I wanted to go over some of the changes from first edition to second edition and use that as kind of like a little bit of a rules refresh for anybody who doesn't quite remember Star Trek Adventures right now. It's a 2d20 system like we've done with Achtung Cthulhu, and if you were watching some like new indie show or whatever called Fallout and you wanted to check out their their licensed RPG, there is also a Fallout 2d20 made by Modiphius. But okay. Big first thing on Star Trek Adventures 2nd Edition. No more challenge dice. They're gone. No more D6s.
Oh.
You just don't use them at all. It's only D20s now.
Well, let me put these D6s away.
Yeah. So most of the things are kind of like the cipher system flat number effect. You just do the thing, and then you use momentum to increase your quality of success should you choose.
Julie, do the thing.
Julie, do the thing. Another interesting change that I saw is that when you're helping somebody, when you're assisting somebody, it used to be that after the first person, you might like increase your complication range. Now you have to spend momentum or add to threat to have more people adding in. So, subtle change, but brings in sort of the resources more, which is very interesting. What else? Opposed tasks are a little bit like more simple. They're simpler now. They used to be that you both rolled against your own difficulty and then you compared however much momentum you gained, and it was a whole bunch of extra steps, when now it's just reactive person rolls and sets the difficulty, and then the active player tries to beat that. That's it.
That's fair.
I mean, I think that's basically how everybody was doing it anyways. Stress is now different. Because we're not doing challenge dice and so on, it's like a completely new system. So you have less stress now. It's just your fitness. It's not fitness plus security. And if you take an injury, you are immediately defeated and out of combat. So if somebody hits you, you're down, unless you choose to avoid that injury by spending stress.
Damn.
And so you've got a fair amount of stress, and like an injury coming in might be severity 4, and you'll be like, yeah, I'll mark off 4 of my 14 stress, and I'm still here. However, if you fill your stress bar, then you become fatigued. You pick one of your attributes, and you will fail all tasks with that attribute. And then every other attribute has an increased difficulty of 1.
Damn.
Also, like, you can still get injured and have, like, traits on you and stuff that need to be treated and so on. And then sort of, like, to fit into that, they made resting a little bit more granular. So before it was, like, the scene ends and all of your stress clears, right? Now you can do, a 5-minute breather, which removes 4 stress, a 1-hour break, which removes 8, or sleep overnight and remove all.
A sleep overnight?
A sleep overnight! I mean, how many sleepovers are there in Star Trek?
Yeah.
We're
sleeping at halls.
You gotta work on your slam poetry about your cat. The next generation joke. Sorry, I'll leave it to lower decks jokes, Patrick, so you could be included.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Let's see. One last quick thing, because I did already touch on injuries. In melee combats, they used to be really swingy because, like, if you failed, your opponent automatically just hits you back, and it kind of sped up combat, but it was also, like, super dangerous. Now you have to spend 2 momentum to hit back. So, it's costly. I don't know. A little balance.
I don't like that as much as a person who was a melee fighter quite a bit.
Yeah. I mean, when you're maxed out on melee fighting, anybody who hits you is just begging to be knocked on their butt.
Exactly.
I'm sure there's a talent that could reduce that cost somewhere. All right. Those are, like, sort of the major changes. I do know that Starship Combat was changed as well. Major changes. But it isn't represented in the Quickstart rules, so we won't go over it today. Otherwise, we ready to play?
Set sail into the multiverse.
No.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, wait a second.
I just want to be in space.
No.
All right. Well, how we're going to start is I will introduce the ship, and then we will introduce the characters in command rank. So first, we have the ship. It is a Constellation class Serial number NCC 2023, the USS Challenger. Oh, never mind. We're just gonna ignore that chat. Delete it later. So yeah, it is just like the Enterprise. It's pretty like the Strange New Worlds Enterprise, and it has been in service for 16 years. It's had one refit, and its abilities are command ship, modular laboratories, rugged design, secondary reactors, and saucer separation. Yeah,
For tea? Oh.
It can split into two. What was the last thing I was going to say? Where we are. The year is 2259, shortly after the Klingon Federation War, so right in the time frame of the Strange New Worlds show, seasons 1 and 2, right after Discovery season 2. So, Lexi, would you like to introduce your character first?
I'm going to be playing Commodore Nella Zen. She is kind of shoot first, ask questions later kind of a gal. Well, more to the point, she likes being in the action. She likes to be part of the away missions, takes lead from the front, sort of a woman.
Excellent. And Commodore rank, but in command and captain of the ship, yes.
Very fancy.
And you're a Trill, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Ooh, got that lifelong memories. Got all that knowledge.
Not a joined Trill.
Oh.
Just a Trill. Separate there. All right, Jen, you're next in
Hi.
command rank.
I'm playing Commander Xanthus. Can't say that last name. Wanna give it a go?
I don't actually. Your sheet is not in front of me because I gave it to you.
All right, chat. It is TH_RAVIQ.
Thravik, right?
Ravik. You call me Xanthus.
Like
That's fine.
We only call you by your last name, so what would it be? Commander. Say it out loud again.
My last name is my first name, so Xanthus.
Oh, wow.
Weird. My name is Madonna. Anyways, Xanthus is he's a big blue buff boy, and he is a kind of like a command, but he came through the security ranks. He's our sweet blue himbo, who also loves poetry.
And playing hockey, right? We've learned that this is an Andorian sport.
Yes, I'm playing hockey. Story. He's cheering for the Foilers right now.
The Foilers?
Some of us hope that the Foilers lose so everybody stops talking about the Foilers.
The Foilers are currently playing against the Cuttings. They're a Klingon team.
I hope they are destroyed wholesale. Everyone at my work hates me for thinking that, but I'm so tired of them talking about it.
Wow. Whew, okay, well...
Come sit at my desk for a day and have everyone go, you see that game last night? 40 times a day. Yeah, you all saw it. Get together and talk about it all at once.
Patrick,
in the morning.
You choose to live in Alberta.
So frustrating.
All right, you want to... Jen, are you all done? All right, Patrick, you want to introduce your character?
Ensign Laniar Tennant at your service. Ensign Tennant is a young and very enthusiastic officer who is a betazoid, which are apparently telepathic. Mm-hmm. And he's all about the opposite of what the captain approaches tactics with. She's jumping in, kicking, and I assume a double hand smacking people. He's all about talking it out first.
Excellent.
You love maps.
I mean, probably, Jen. What's the problem? Maps are great.
All right. Well, in true Star Trek fashion, I get to put the captain in the hot seat. As Lexi, you get to read the captain's log.
Oh my goodness.
Lexi's like, look at the time. I gotta.
Yeah, that was gonna be like, I gotta go.
Ooh.
No, just a message came in on my watch. Surprisingly, it was the captain's log.
Captain's log.
How future-y.
I mean,
Yeah.
right. Okay, here we go. Captain's log, stardate 2260.5. The USS Challenger was ordered to investigate a massive alien construct that emerged from a wormhole into a remote region of Federation space. Upon reaching the destination, we discovered a colossal machine far greater in scale than even our largest starbases. We initiated preliminary scans and friendship messages, only to be pulled into the interior of the machine by a tractor beam. The beam deposited the Challenger into a massive chamber filled with mysterious alien technology. We've not been harmed, and I see no evidence of hostile intent. But for what purpose? We've been pulled inside this enormous alien structure. We can only guess.
Yes, Jen.
I would never be part of Starfleet. They'd be like, hey, go check this out. And I'd be like, how about no?
How about screw that?
The amount of times that Starfleet ships get pulled into random alien technology is incredible.
It is.
Great.
It happens quite a lot. And so
Too much.
the vibe on the bridge is a little tense. Everybody is turning towards Commodore Nella Zen to see what we need to do, but on the view screen you just see this like artificial chamber. It is constructed. You can see lights blinking in the distance, but it's so huge you could fit a starbase into this single chamber. What are you all doing?
Hoping nobody tells me to go there.
You're at the helm. Oh no, sorry. You're at communications right now. At the helm. Who is our helm officer? I believe that is Lieutenant Junior Grade Rashid Kamal.
Are we parked? Like, what? Are we floating?
Yeah, you're currently not moving. That's Rashid Kamal.
That's what JG stood for. Yeah, I mean, I'm just watching everybody. Can I read everybody's mind?
I'm gonna start asking who would be doing the preliminary scans. That'd be
Well, who's got good sciences if we want a player to do it?
I'm decent at science.
Scanning
I'm
is
smart.
a reason science task.
Yeah, pretty good at that.
Nope.
All right, so
Oh.
you order Ensign Tenon.
if you could please report on your preliminary scans, Ensign Pennant.
Aye, aye, Captain.
All right, Patrick, if you could give me a difficulty 1 reason plus science task, and it will be assisted by the ship's sensors science. So I will roll that. The lovely blue die.
Still 2d20, right?
It is. You have 0 momentum in the pool, 6 threat in my pool because there are 3 players.
Boo.
It's better than what we usually get, Jen.
Not wrong.
I succeed, and so if you gain any successes, you will
I get one
get
success.
Perfect. So we end up with 2 successes, succeeding in generating 1 momentum. So, what you learn And you know what? Actually, because it's a sensors task, I like getting into the habit with sensors tasks. Yeah, Patrick, what's up?
Sorry, I have technical expertise. Whenever a tenant attempts a task assisted by the ship's computers or sensors, he may re-roll one d20.
Ooh, lovely.
So I'm going to re-roll one of those. And I get a second success.
Awesome. So you've generated 2 momentum. So, I just sent the stuff that you are able to find out on the sensors directly to you, because I think sensors and perception is a great thing to like send to the person so you can read it out in your voice. As a reminder, with the momentum, you can obtain information to ask additional questions. But first, go ahead.
Let me just read us all out as is.
Or whatever you like. Those are kind of like my notes.
Oh, good. I knew it was Star Trek. So I should have known what we were getting ourselves into. But still, every time I'm like, space! Oh, we're trapped. Trapped in aliens, of course.
Are we in an alien?
Maybe, probably. Captain, it appears that this structure is advanced materials yet unknown to Federation science. It appears to be blocking our transmissions. We are unfortunately trapped in here. The aperture has closed behind us, but there do appear to be larger chambers that we could probably fly to. And also have located another vessel in this chamber. An Orion freighter that appears to be powered down.
Ooh.
Ooh, but there appears to be a high-frequency transmission permeating the interior of the construct. Appears to be artificial in nature. Perhaps it's a message.
Is there any way to isolate that transmission and see if we can find out what it might be saying?
Yeah, you can run it through the Universal Translator, which would be a reason plus con test assisted by the ship's communication science. So that would also be Ensign Tennant's job.
Everything's fallen on me today.
This is good experience for your command.
Exactly.
Don't F it up, Tenet.
Oh no.
You are the ensign, so like you just gotta do shit.
That's fair. We got momentum in the pool.
So right now you have 2 momentum in the pool, but I suppose before we go to isolating that, we should decide if you'd like to obtain information and get any more information available.
Do we have to know what we're asking for, or do we just get more info?
You can ask me for like things based on
What's here?
yeah, like what you've found. Or you can just ask a random question and I can either say, here is the answer, good job for guessing, or there is no more information available about that, you didn't spend your momentum.
Oh, I see. I was going to say, if you make us spend momentum and then say there's no more information, that's mean.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that.
I'm gonna spend a momentum to gain more info on that Orion freighter if we can.
Absolutely you can. There certainly is information available about that. Let me drop the momentum pool back down to
It's
a 1.
firing at you right now.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Ensign. It's a threat.
Powered down, and yet
It
still.
could be less of a threat at the moment. We are in a giant unknown. I mean, sorry, I apologize.
Really never met an Orion.
No. That's just fallen into the same accent that I always do.
That's not true, Patrick. You have several accents that you do. But when you're doing a nerd, you like that one.
It's my nerd accent. I can't help it.
So, for the Orion freighter, you focus the sensors on there, and you can tell that there are 4 life forms aboard. However, the environmental systems are no longer functioning, and the engines are leaking dangerous radiation.
Ooh. Captain, we must assist the Orion freighter. I believe they're in danger.
Captain, I must advise it's likely a trap.
What?
Well, I feel the obligation to go and assist these people. We will do so with the utmost caution, though. If we are
Orders
able
be guarded at all
to,
times, sir.
yes, if we are able to transport them directly aboard, make sure that security is ready to greet them at the transporter pads. If not, we will have to find out if we will go directly to them.
And the transporter chief will call back and say, "Captain, I'm afraid the interference from the radiation leak, I can't get a solid lock on them. I think you're either going to need to deal with that radiation leak or send a shuttle. Sorry, Captain."
So anyone have any ideas how to deal with that radiation leak from afar?
Who's your engineer?
Also me.
Uh,
I'm more of an engineer than I am the other two.
Chief Engineer Commander Burke Van Jaxa is in your engineering section right now, or you could call on Lieutenant Zoe Hernandez, who is your Chief Science Officer, who is not specialized in radiation. She's more of a botanist and astrologist, and a little geology.
Let's talk to the engineer.
Okay. So that was Commander Burke Van Jaxa. What would you like to say to him?
Lieutenant Commander Jaxa, we have some radiation leaks on a nearby freighter that we need to deal with, seal off before that we can use the transporters. Do you have any ideas how to seal off radiation leak from afar?
Let's see if he's got any ideas.
Torpedoes.
I second that plan.
So, Lieutenant Commander Burke Van Jaxa is a Tellarite.
Ooh.
So
Sorry.
he's like a space dwarf, and he says, "Captain, I think I'd probably have to get right up there and see what the problem is. If the radiation has filled their ship, I don't know that there's any way to clear it."
All right, let's bring the ship closer and see if we can get a better idea of what the situation is then.
Okay. You can maneuver the ship a little bit closer. It doesn't change the challenge of getting the transporter lock on the 4 life signs. You can transport your people over if you choose, but you won't be able to bring them back until you've dealt with the radiation.
Okay, well then let's make an away team and transport ourselves over there. Have a shuttle on standby in case we need to make a physical escape.
I volunteer as tribute.
Yes, Commander.
Well, have fun, everybody.
Get over here, Ensign.
I do keyboard stuff.
Here you're good at engineering, and we need someone to turn off the gas?
The radiation gas?
Yeah.
So,
And so I think that you are the perfect person for this away team. You're coming with us too.
Oh.
narratively, you could absolutely leave the ensign here and have him working on decoding the transmission, or you can leave Lieutenant Commander Burke Van Jaxa in command and have the 3 of you go on the away team.
We will do that. Ensign Tenon has people skills and engineering skills, so those are both very useful for our raid.
Oh.
Excellent.
I do, but...
And so you... Yeah.
Don't you worry, the commander and I will keep you safe.
I don't want to go on the radiation-filled spaceship.
You got this, Ensign.
I'm playing a different guy.
He's got to go.
Pecs and let's go.
He's got to go. Who's gonna go into all the dangerous bits first? It's right. You are wearing a red shirt.
Oh no!
All right.
I got you, baby bear.
I'm just gonna cling to your back.
All right. So you head to the transporter pad, and the chief gives you a little bit of a salute, and you transport over to the Orion freighter. It is dark, and it's hard to breathe. There's particulates and gases in the air. You can hear like something sparking deeper into the ship. It's not nice, and the air, like, you can tell that the environmentals have been off for a while. The air is not recycling. It's pretty stagnant as well as filled with stuff. And if you don't move fast, you're probably going to suffer some challenges. There's actually a scene truth of... Oh. What is that?
Pull out my inhaler.
That's what it was. It's, yeah. If you don't move quickly enough, the radiation leak will start to, like, give you trouble doing actions.
All right.
We're not in suits?
No.
This is Star Trek.
This is Star Trek.
Yeah.
There's no such thing.
It was, we knew about radiation and have stuff that probably would help, and we're like, nah, t-shirts.
That's
Probably
right.
would've gotten,
Got inoculated with
hypo sprays.
something on the way, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let us find this radiation leak and shut it down as soon as possible so that we can get us and everyone else out of here safely.
As you're beaming out, the chief medical officer, like, steps into the beam out room with holding a hyperspray. Like, they didn't take their
They
rats
leave already?
inoculation. Okie dokes.
Okay, I'll just be waiting here for them to get back.
Yeah. Dr.
Prep
Verall.
3 beds.
All right. So you're gonna try and find the radiation leak. Your tricorders, hold them out, look around. It's clearly coming from engineering, and you can head afterwards in the ship to check it out.
I will go first.
Do it.
Help
I'll
in the
check
baby
doors and
Bjorn.
corners.
Quickly
Please,
behind
so.
him.
So, when you arrive in engineering, it is a cramped, narrow room, and you can see a leather-clad Orion person, like, hips deep in some stuff, pulling and, like, working, and then, like, a piece goes clunk, 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 and you hear, "Ah, shit," from a feminine voice.
Hello, friend.
It
Clunk.
looks like you could use some help in here.
Ah, what the? And, like, pulling herself out of the engine bits is a middle-aged Orion woman, long dark hair, quite fit and roguish. Let me throw a picture in our WhatsApp. Picture Green Lady Han Solo, and you're there.
All right.
I'm immediately in love.
And she says, "Starfleet, you're here to fix my ship?
We're here to help.
Ha! Can always count on Starfleet." And she kind of like leans in and she says, "So there's a little bit of, I think in here this is cracked. I can't quite get to it."
I'd like to read her mind.
Ooh, and what are you, what does that do for you?
Jesus.
I'm gonna destroy her mind with my mind. I can sense the surface thoughts and emotions of most living beings, and can communicate telepathically. Oh, with other empaths and telepaths, or with people I'm familiar to, which is probably you folks.
Yep.
That's super incredibly helpful. will require effort and a task to pick out the emotions or thoughts of a specific individual in a crowd. Would you say this is a crowd?
No.
Okay, perfect. So I just read her mind. Give me your surface thoughts, Han Solo. Han Solette.
Han Solette. So she is relieved to see Starfleet uniforms, and she is rushed because she knows what sort of danger she's in. But there's still a little bit of wariness. She's going to be watching her words, probably because she's not always in the most legal of businesses.
Space pirate.
You get, I mean, nobody said that word. She's a freighter captain.
She's trying so hard not to think the word space pirate.
I mean, that's a stereotype.
An accurate one. Captain, permission to attempt to fix.
Permission granted.
Yeah.
All right.
See if we can get this buttoned up.
And so she pulls herself out of that area and sort of points to where she was working, comes over to stand by the captain, and puts her hand out and says, Captain Zara Kethix, at your service.
Commodore Nelizan. I shake her hand.
Commodore, good to meet you. Welcome aboard the Sapphire Nexus.
That's a cool name.
That's a great ship name.
Everyone's like, ooh.
Incredibly dope.
Damn, like, wow. Like, it turned on right now.
And she's like, oh, did you get pulled inside this big thing too, or did you come in just to rescue me?
We got pulled in as well. Rescuing you is an unfortunate side effect.
Did you see the Gormangaunters?
No.
Okay. Well, you see, my crew and I were doing some incredibly charitable work and delivering some medicines to some sick Gormanganders when this device just appeared out of a wormhole and sucked us all in. And, you know, I really just want to make sure that those space whales get the medicines that they need.
She lying?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, she's telling the truth. She's honestly concerned about these space whales.
I relay that telepathically.
Well then, we definitely need to try and find them as well. See if we can help them out. But first, your ship is leaking radiation, and you don't have an environment, so let's deal with that first.
Yeah. Well, I hopped myself up on as many radiation meds as I could. The rest of the crew's knocked out. So, as quickly as we can get this done and get my ship moving, I'll be in your debt. At which point, I'm of course going to spend 2 threat and have the radiation spike.
Well, of course.
Of course you are.
Of course I am.
Pop some Rad-X and be good to go.
No, wrong game again. Wrong game again.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were in the apocalypse. Sorry.
No. Okay, so Patrick.
Post-apocalypse.
Let's see. Your tricorders all start to go beep 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 beep. Something has happened in this engine. The radiation is much more dangerous, increasing the difficulty of associated tasks by 1. Patrick, first you are going to have to locate the source of the leak, which is an insight engineering test at difficulty 2.
Ooh.
You have
Is there a
one
way
momentum
to
Yep.
give him help?
Yes.
I was gonna say, do you want me to assist?
One person can assist. Let me double check with those new rules. Assistance beyond the first person now costs momentum or threat.
I was joking. There's no way I can assist.
You could lift heavy things?
I could. That's true.
No. How do you...
I could lift him up so he can reach the buttons.
You can also ask Zara to help.
Okay, yeah. She probably has more engineering than I do, so...
She knows her ship, but does she have the skills for it? I mean, I would assume she does, but I have to go and double check her character sheet.
Yeah.
Where is she? Here we are, Zara Kethix. She's moderate at engineering. She says if some of you have taken Starfleet engineering courses, I'd trust you in the guts of my ship.
So is she gonna help, or
She's saying she can help, but some of you might be better at it.
how are the two
Commodore?
of you at insight engineering?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Commodore?
And it doesn't need to be insight engineering. You can say how you're helping. Yeah.
Daring security.
And I was going to say, can I use Presence Command to encourage him with some engineering knowledge?
Like,
You're doing so good, engineer.
you sit down like on a bench and say, you know, I remember this time when we were on Alpha Ceti 3, and just tell a folksy story.
Yeah, an inspirational story to get him fired up.
It has the opposite effect. It's I have to find this faster so that the captain stops telling this story again.
Before you fall asleep.
Yeah, it's the same 5 stories, and the meaning behind them seems to change depending on the situation.
Yeah.
I was typing it real quick while people were saying, but I'm just going to say it out loud. Earl just popped into the chat and said, "This is Alpha Ceti 3," and I said, "No." I was going to say, no. It's not. We just watched Space Seed with the kids, so Alpha Ceti was in my brain, but no, we're not running into Khan. Although we're actually earlier in the timeline anyways, but...
Yeah, Earl.
Okay, so Lexi, if you want to go ahead and roll a single d20 to assist.
And it has to be below, correct?
Equal to or below. Your...
Equal to or below. Yes, then 1 success.
All right, so Patrick, if you generate any successes, that will be added in. Your difficulty is 2.
Beautiful.
Never mind.
What just happened?
I'm just reading the chat from Earl.
Oh, okay.
Achoo!
Pikachu? 1 success.
Okay, 1 success plus the assistance makes it 2, which is what you needed. So you get in and you have to like pull yourself into the engine. A lot of it is like, you know, bypassed and bodged together. It's definitely not Starfleet. But you are...
Why is everything so crazy?
You are able to find the area that is cracked. You can identify what needs to be done, which is a control engineering test to lock down the difficulty. To lock down the radiation leak. However, it would normally be a difficulty 3. It is a difficulty 4 as you get closer to it. The things around it are heating up. Like you can feel the radiation just pouring off of it.
Cool.
Can I help? Can I help by finding a big giant piece of lead, like wall, like a riot shield, and holding it in front of our poor little ensign, being like, "Go fast!"
Sure, yeah. Like whenever the ensign...
You don't have to say sure.
Whenever the ensign needs to take a break, you can sort of block the radiation.
You got this, baby bear!
Stop calling me that!
Captain Tempty says, "I'm sure being that close to the actual radiation leak has no long-term health effects."
This is how we get superpowers!
Definitely.
Not how we turn into ghouls.
I think I just die.
Jen, I would call that a fitness medicine.
Oh, you know I'm fit. Medicine?
Yeah, well, you got to know the right time to stop the radiation, to call Ensign Tenon back and say, like, "Hey,
Please?
you've done a little too much."
Please, Xanthus is swole.
So you
Do I roll
roll
2 or
a single on
because I'm
assistance.
assisting is only 1? Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, who wins a tie?
If you are equal to or less than your target number, you generate a success.
I am equal to.
Fantastic. All right. So that is 1 floating there. Patrick, it's a difficulty 4. You got 1 momentum in the pool.
You know I'm buying one, buddy.
All right. So you're up to 3d20s. There's only 4 threat if you want to spend... add some threat to the pool.
Is it 2 more or 3?
So it's 1, 2, and 3 to add.
Yeah, I'll spend 2 threat. I'll
Add
give
2
you 2 threat.
Excellent.
I had a special power for that.
Ooh, what was
Oh?
your special power?
Intense species ability. So just intense. When I succeed on a task, when I purchase 1 or more d20s by adding threat, I generate 1 bonus momentum for each d20 purchase.
That's if you're doing the task, not if you're assisting.
Uh,
Yeah. All right.
Doesn't help
So
me.
you're rolling 4 dice, right?
Yes.
Cool.
And you said it was control engineering, right?
Correct. Let's lock this down.
I'm the best at this. I do get 3 successes.
Plus Jen's 1.
Is
That's-
that complication range was not increased?
It was not.
The other one was a 19.
Ah, very good. Yeah. So that's a success. You're able to weld the section back together, close it up, and the radiation begins to dissipate. No more is being added to the ship. The engines are able to shut down safely. And Captain Zara says, incredible. You know, I've always said it. You can always count on Starfleet engineering. Yeah.
Captain, I recommend you clean your ship thoroughly when you're safe from this.
Oh,
is there like
absolutely.
an insight? I'm so suspicious.
You absolutely. You can make an insight security or insight command. I would say it's opposed.
Insight security, baby.
Yeah. Let's see. She's going to.
Merrick, this might come up right now. I do, with untapped potential, I rolled beneath my reason after having purchased a d20, which adds a momentum to our pool.
Is that the
I
first
spend it.
time that's ever happened for you, Patrick?
Look, it's because it's no longer on a
Oh,
d6.
challenge die.
It's roll 50% on a die.
Okay, so I would say that she would be opposing this with her control command.
I'm using the momentum to get another dice.
Oh, wow. Okay. Tapped
I'm
the untapped
highly
potential.
suspicious.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I have to do math.
that's okay. So you are going to spend that momentum to... Which is good, because it's the end of the scene, so it would drop to 0 anyways.
3 successes.
3 successes.
I got a 14, a 12, and an 8, and my insight security is a 14.
I got 1 success, so you do generate 2 momentum. And you can tell she's being very carefully ingratiating, probably because she doesn't want you to look her up. That's something you'll have to do on the ship to reference your library computers and see if there's any information there about Captain Zara Kethix of the Sapphire Nexus. You also have
Message back to the ship. Look it up right now. Look up this captain.
So you have effectively saved the ship. They're able to restart their engines and reboot their environmental controls. She asks for some medical aid for her crew. And maybe, if you could see your way to restocking our med bay, that would just be fantastic.
Ma'am, it's not like we have replicators that just magically make things okay. Stop demanding so much.
I think we do have those.
No, I think is this for 4 replicators?
No. You've got... Well, okay, so the replicators now are a little bit less powerful. They're mostly food synthesizers, but they are able to replicate, basic radiation medication, which is what her crew needs.
We send them tacos.
Are these going to help with our radiation sickness?
They will not.
Oh. Do they taste good?
Yep.
Oh.
Well,
Oh.
they're food.
All right. So we'll end the scene. We will drop the momentum by 1. Let's take a little... didn't drop 1.
You can keep it up, too.
There we go. Let's take a little break, and then we'll come back to... back on the bridge of the Challenger, where you might want to try and decode this signal.
There's a symbol too.
There's a
Look up
symbol,
the symbol
in the signal. You can't stop the signal.
Symbolism.
And now's the break.
Now.
Hello, we're back. We're back on the bridge of the USS Challenger in this Star Trek Adventures 2nd Edition Quickstart one-shot, The Celestial Algorithm. I don't think I actually said that on the stream, but that's the name of this adventure.
Oh, that's scarier.
Name.
That's so cool.
Yeah, super good. All right.
Quick question about Star Trek.
Yeah.
With the fancy technology they have, is it possible to get instantly clean clothing, or do they have to? Would they have to go to laundry?
They go to laundry.
So I have to go change.
I mean,
I'm
you
covered in
have a
grease.
closet.
Yeah, but then I'd have to go all the way to my room.
Yeah,
Or
don't you
wherever.
want a sonic shower?
Earl J. Wood says yes.
They print the uniforms in beta canon. Yeah. So I mean,
Earl knows
there you go.
everything about
Earl knows
Star
everything
Trek.
about
If
Trek,
Earl
yeah.
says it, it's fact.
truth.
So I go to
There
the
you go.
uniform printer.
Yeah, print a new uniform.
It's sprayed on.
I hate this
Spray
part.
on shoes.
All right. So,
How do you get them off, nerd?
would you like to explore through some of these chambers within this alien device, or would you like to try to run the signal through the translator?
Let's
I'd like
try
to
to
spook-
decipher that. Yeah. Oh,
I'd
what
like
were
to
you?
spook my captain. The
You want
captain girl.
to spook me?
I heard spoop as well. I don't know what this means.
No,
I heard swoop.
You're gonna
I'm
Swoop.
gonna look it
Oh.
up when we get back.
Gotcha,
I'm
gotcha.
gonna look up the bad captain.
You see my
I'll
confusion.
spook you later,
Lexi,
Commodore.
Lexi is also a captain. Anyways, yeah, you're gonna swoop Zara.
I'll swoop the Orion captain, and I'll swoop my Commodore later.
It's gonna hide
yeah.
in your closet.
All right. Yes. So a quick search in the library computer shows that Captain Zara Kethix, yeah, that's those things. Where is her background? So she has a little bit of a criminal history. Her and her small crew. Charges of theft and smuggling, but only ever convicted on small minor violations like out-of-date ship registries or failure to file accurate flight plans. Never actually arrested or convicted of theft or smuggling.
Small
know,
fries, then.
You know, Al Capone was never convicted of his crimes either, right?
It's true.
Al Capone was
Do
not good.
you know he went to jail on May 4th?
Really?
Yeah, because I was doing fun facts for my social club's birthday emails today, and that was one of the fun facts I used for someone whose birthday was on May 4th.
Nice. Anyway.
Would you like to attempt to figure out what this transmission is saying?
You better believe it,
Please.
Jimmy.
All right, Ensign Laniar Tenon, please go ahead and make a reason con, assisted by the ship's communication science. It's a difficulty 1. Success. The ship will assist.
Is that the ship's computers?
You are using reason con, and I am using communication science, not computers.
Okay. So when it's a task assisted by the computers or sensors, this doesn't count?
So this is not assisted by the computers or sensors. Am I understanding you correct? Yeah.
Yeah. Just wanted to make sure.
Communications- Yeah, communications is a separate system from computers or sensors.
I'm going to rant some stuff off of you. You let me know if any of it applies.
Perfect.
Deep space communications technology.
Yeah.
Perfect.
yeah.
You got it in one focus.
Got it in one.
I had a couple other ones I thought might also work, but and it was reason con. Oh, difficulty
It's only difficulty 1. And so for anybody who's not super familiar with 2d20, Patrick has an applicable focus, so if his dice show equal to or less than his department, they'll score double successes.
They don't, but I do get 2 successes.
All right, so that's a total of 3 with the ship, so you generate 2 momentum. And
I go full nerd mode.
you have successfully detected and deciphered a voice operating in a higher frequency band than most communications, certainly set there intentionally, it seems.
So I'm there? I'm talking?
Would you like to read it out to everybody, or would you like to play it for the bridge?
Ooh.
Incoming message.
Like I hear it saying stuff.
Yeah, you've got like one of those big silver things poking out of your ear, and you're like, oh.
Your skirt is very, very short.
I'm gonna ask the captain if she would like me to play it for the bridge.
Yes, please. Let's play it for the bridge.
Aye, Captain.
And it plays. This is the celestial algorithm. You have indicated that you possess sufficient intelligence to warrant further analysis. Navigate this machine and attempt additional tests. You will be contacted again when the celestial algorithm has reached a conclusion regarding your current state of enlightenment.
Captain, I read about this in the old history logs of Earth. This is an escape room.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I saw it in your eyes. We're in a giant space escape room.
That,
Okay, we all
unfortunately,
put our
appears
hands.
to be kind of what it is.
We put our hands all on the panels at the same time. The door opens.
Ooh.
Okay, so you said there were other chambers in this.
Much larger chambers, Captain.
Yeah.
Correct.
Larger?
Yeah.
Dang.
You'd be bigger than this one.
Wild.
Which is
Bigger on the
larger.
inside. Let's relay that information over to the other captain
And,
and let them know that we're going to attempt to try and find a way out of here.
she says, well, good luck to you. I'm going to try and fix my ship.
If we're able to, we will relay answers back to you so that hopefully you can make it out as well.
Appreciated. Now, if you see a pod of sickly-looking Gormangonders, I have the veterinary supplies in my hold. Just let me know where to find them.
Did you want us to beam them aboard? If we find them, then we can pass them along immediately rather than having to try and get them back to you somehow.
I would say make a presence command.
I can do those.
To
Are you suggesting
convince her?
we take the medicine or take the whales?
Take the medicine to the whales.
Okay. I thought you said when we find the whales, we'll just beam them on our ship and then fly back to you. And I was like, that seems outlandish for a plan when we could just get the medicine.
Yeah.
Difficulty 1. It's pretty easy to convince her at this point because her ship is busted. But presence command.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty good at this, but we've got lots of momentum, so I'm going to buy one to
Absolutely. 3 momentum in the pool. Drop it down to
3
2.
dice. And I've got the focus in negotiation. and
Yeah.
my command is 5.
Cool.
And I just rolled 2 3s and a 12, which means that I got 2, 4, 5 successes.
Oh, Captain,
when-
my captain.
When Zen succeeds on a task where she purchased 1 or more d20s by spending momentum, she generates 1 bonus momentum for each d20 she purchased. So, whatever momentum I just got, I get 1 more.
All right, so the pool is full up at 6. 6 is the maximum that you can have, and you still have 1 that you can spend.
Yeah. Let's,
Choose that pool.
JTP, everybody.
I don't know, we'll use that extra momentum to do, like, what, I can get extra information or something
Yeah, you
from
could.
her.
Seduce her.
You absolutely can.
Would you like me to beam you aboard too?
You just
Beam you
get
straight
like
to
real
my
close.
quarters.
just say it, John.
Hey.
Beam you straight to the Commodore's quarters.
You're very sick. You may need to lay down for a while.
Oh, that radiation poisoning.
You're like, oh wait, no, you actually have radiation.
Yeah, it's like, oh wait.
We might get demonetized if I said
Yeah.
that.
I asked if they have any additional information that they, how did their ship get damaged?
Oh. Yeah, absolutely. She could say, so I will give you an option here. You can absolutely ask, and she will tell you how her ship was damaged, which could be pertinent information. You could also ask how to administer the medication to the whales, as she also has that information.
That's important. Let's go with that.
All right, and so she says, she gives you the clearance and the coordinates for the various crates that are in her cargo bay, and she says it's pretty versatile. If you can get the Gormanganders to breathe it in, they will absorb it. You can also administer it directly to them, like basically hypospray a whale. Those are both possible ways to administer.
What about torpedoes?
Torpedoes?
Yeah, I was going to say, like, disarm some torpedoes and just add some hypodermic needles to the end.
Exploding whales. Oh, I didn't disarm that one.
Oops. All right.
Shit. Okay, yeah. And then we beam the medicine aboard.
Excellent. So you beam the medicine aboard. It hits your cargo bay, and you can head deeper into the escape room. I mean, alien ship.
Let's do it.
And let's see what chamber you enter.
We have it upon.
Now, it's probably just a door that the staff uses to get in. It probably doesn't open. There's probably no more stuff behind it.
Mm-hmm. Jen?
Is it tables? Are you getting to roll on tables right now?
I am getting to roll on a table, sort of. The Quickstart doesn't have a table. It has a number of short scenes that get to highlight each of the pre-generated characters, but I numbered them because I knew that there was 3 players. As you navigate your way through the machine, the chamber that you are traveling through narrows, and you find it blocked by a dwarf planet.
Well, that's awkward.
Narrow that much.
Yeah.
It narrows in scale with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then dwarf planet.
But we're still good.
It's still pretty big.
You're not having problems like flying in here. The problem is there is literally a dwarf planet blocking your way forward, being held in place by a massive tractor beam.
Captain, there appears to be a planet blocking the way,
Yes, I can see that, Ensign.
which is words I was not ever expecting to get to say.
Yes.
Is it class M?
No. There is
no away team on this one.
You can scan that. There is no atmosphere. There is no life. It does seem rather brittle, meaning Tactical could blow it up if you wanted. You could also disable the tractor beam and have it sort of pass by you, get a little bit of space.
Oh, because like the space would get wider.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like, see where it's going and then go off to the side so that, we don't get hit by the planet. Yeah, exactly.
Imagine trying to explain that. You got hit by the planet.
Yeah, strangely, that seems slightly safer than blowing it up because that's a lot of debris to try and fly around. So, let's see about the tractor beam first.
We're gonna get back to Space Dock and be like, how did you scrape your paint job? Well,
Well, you see, there was this dwarf planet, and
how did
it
you
had
hit
no
a dwarf
atmosphere, and the dwarf planet actually hit us.
It was blocking the hall in the giant escape room game we were in.
I didn't hit the planet.
This is Star Trek.
Sorry.
Okay.
Nothing that I'm saying here is unusual compared to what everyone reports back. Just accept
Yeah,
this
exactly.
and move on.
Just listen to my captain's log. It's all in there.
So with some quick scans, you can tell that the tractor emitters have sort of like a command junction that somebody could get out to and fiddle with, whether that is engineering to turn it off, science to change, reverse the polarity if we're skipping into Doctor Who for a second, or you could go down with a hand phaser and try to destroy it. However, it does involve going out of the ship in an EV suit.
Ensign Tennant is already putting on his EV suit.
Is that not it?
Respect the dibs out.
Well, Ensign Tennant seems to be hopping to it, so I figure that we'll just let him do it.
Does Ensign Tennant have good EV training?
Sure.
We'll
I feel like this is actually probably a job for me because I have zero G maneuvers.
Oh, I don't have that.
Yeah. I feel like maybe I should be the one to...
Ooh, I can help you.
How could you help?
Oh, never mind.
Ignore that. Can't help.
He can help you zip up your suit.
I'm confused.
That's all I need.
So, the talent I have is collaboration engineering.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever an ally attempts a task using con, Tennant may spend a momentum to allow them to use his rating for that department and one of his focuses.
Interesting. That looks like a typo.
Wouldn't it be engineering?
Yeah. Whenever an ally attempts a task using con, it should be using engineering. Tennant may spend one momentum to allow them to use his rating for that department and one of his focuses. And your focuses are deep space communications,
I don't think they apply here,
Starship, shipboard tactical, subspace pathways, universal. It might be that it should be collaboration con because you're more of a... But your engineering is higher than your con. You can pick one way or the other. I was just looking at your focuses and they seem more con-based than engineering-based.
It's true.
But anyways, that would only help if you were out in an EV suit as well.
I was figuring Captain and I would go outside the spaceship next to a dwarf planet tractor beam.
I love the sentences.
I'm gonna drink hot chocolate.
You're gonna sit in the captain's chair and drink some hot chocolate?
Yes. Captain, can I have command while you're gone?
Commander, you have the con.
Ensign, hot chocolate. Hot.
Yes, sir.
Hot chocolate hot?
Yeah.
So like more?
An ensign runs off to the food
replicator
dispenser.
Extra marshmallows.
Food synthesizer. And the other two of you suit up in your EV suits, and the transporter chief will food slot from Earl. The transporter chief will transport you out of the ship into free space, and both of you will need to make me
Oh, I regret this immediately.
fitness
Ha!
fitness engineering tests with zero gravity applied as necessary. Now remember, your momentum pool is full at 6.
Yeah, I'll spend one.
Yeah.
I'd have been so good at that.
Of course you would.
that.
Difficulty 1, sorry?
Difficulty 1, yeah.
Perfect.
Engineering fitness, you said yes?
Correct.
That is 2 successes.
Also 2 successes.
All right, brought the momentum down to 4, just enough time to put it back up to 6. All right.
But because I succeeded at a task for which I bought another dice, I'm going to roll my untapped potential.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I also generated an additional momentum because I succeeded in the task by
I-
spending one.
I add a threat.
Excellent.
Yeah, if you
Perfect.
don't roll under your reason or whatever, I'm assuming it's untapped potential, and then you tag it with a attribute,
Yeah.
you add a threat instead of getting a momentum.
And
It's untapped potential, the dangerous way.
so you both succeed, and you generate more momentum that just kind of goes nowhere. Actually, you know what you could do is you could create a trait, because you've got enough momentum that you could create a scene trait of your choice. But at the same time, Ensign Tenon, who is successfully getting there, is somehow getting there upside down in relation to the Commodore.
It's working. I'm doing it. I don't know how.
We'll have to work on your zero G maneuvering there, Hanson.
I know you're doing it upside down. That's incredible.
I'm getting like heavy Rutherford vibes right now. I'm having so much fun, guys. Okay, so yeah, it is difficult to do. Let's say that because the two of you generated so much momentum, as you are flying in, you can see, hello, kitty. Which kitty is this?
This is Ren.
Hello, Ren. As you are floating in, you can see additional access panel, creating a new trait right there with that additional 2 momentum. And so we'll reduce the difficulty of this test to shut it down.
Okay.
So how are you going to shut it down?
I mean,
Uh,
do you want to take helm on this, or should I?
okay. You said there was a way to like reverse the. Okay, I'm just trying to think of is there a way to use con on this, or it's going to be engineering, isn't it?
Definitely not con. Con's not going to help you. That would be piloting ships and so on. There's nothing available here.
Grab
in
my
that
ankles
situation.
and pilot me.
Just wheelbarrow the ensign around.
Yes.
Like, you can reprogram it, you can break it, or you can turn it off. So I'd say engineering, security, or science are your likely
yeah, I
options.
was just gonna say. Let's use reasons security so that we can like gain access to the system so that we can do whatever the hell we want with it.
That one is not going to be possible. This technology is way beyond that. Like, you can't do sort of a reason security.
Okay.
A reason science would do a similar thing, but you're more like crossing wires to get a setup, whereas like a control engineering might be something like removing particular parts. And
Eh,
both
well,
of you
let's
don't
do-
need to roll the same thing.
Yeah. Well, let's do control engineering. That seems like my best.
Yeah, so that's more of
Shot
disassembling
there.
it, finding the part that you don't want. And so, Patrick, you're going to help the Commodore?
I'll help.
How are you assisting?
With my knowledge of what
Like the
makes things
science.
go, I'm not
Okay.
gonna lick the science. Number one, for a couple reasons. One, crazy alien science. Two,
Your helmet
the
off.
depths of
ET
space.
suit.
Three, it's not a great idea. I'm not a geologist.
I am going to use my secret ability
Excellent.
and gain the focus of alien technology from one of my past lives.
You always have secrets. Your character is like secret.
That's dope.
It's a pretty good one. All right.
Right.
So Patrick, how are you helping right now?
Pointing out stuff that looks like it's brings power, like identifying generic nodes in an alien technology that seem to function the same as stuff I've seen before.
That looks like a self-sealing stem bolt.
And to get 2 extra dice, it would be 3 momentum.
Correct.
Okay.
And you should do that.
But first,
Yes.
Patrick rolls. So Patrick,
Yes.
as the assister, rolls. You're going reason engineering, was it?
Well, would it be control or would it be reason just for knowledge?
For knowledge, like pointing out those sort of power junctions, I would say reason.
Yeah, reasonable.
So you roll reasonable for the reason. So you roll a single d20. Yeah.
Success.
All right. So we got 1 success floating, and Lexi, you're going to spend 3 momentum to buy 2 additional dice.
Yes.
Okay. So the momentum pulls down at 3.
Alrighty. So I didn't manage to take advantage of that focus, but I still have 1, 2, 3 successes.
Okay. Sorry. What? Something weird is. Oh, did I put
The
that in?
algorithm has taken over Merrick.
Oh dear. Oh, that's why.
Did you say Exodia?
I said, oh dear.
Oh, I swear, like your voice, like kind of like roboted out for a second, and I heard Exodia, and I was like, "Uh-oh,
Exodia.
did it actually?"
Did it actually? Okay. So, you got 3 successes, you said, Lexi?
Yes.
Plus Patrick's makes it 4. Because you found that additional access panel, the difficulty was reduced from a 3 to a 2. So you actually generate 2 momentum and succeed.
And an additional 2 from my patient ability.
From your patient? Oh, wow. Jeez.
Yep. Generates 1 bonus momentum for each d20 purchased.
Dang.
I purchased 2.
Filled the pool.
So the
right
captain and
back
I
up again.
are a really solid team.
Yeah, we're just like,
We just need to get
Rock 'em out.
Killing in somehow involved.
Ooh, yeah. Take me in at that point.
Excellent.
Also,
And
Jen, this is how I feel in every game where we're not fighting someone.
I'm great. I have hot chalky.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
not usually allowed to just sit and take the helm.
And what happens? You turn off the tractor beam, and the dwarf planet begins to float freely. At which point, of course, I spend 2 threat
Fucking hell.
so that it is flying directly towards the ship, and we cut back to our commander.
That's
You
you.
knew!
and you hear
no.
over the con, Commander, get that damn ship out of the fucking way.
And so at the con right now, Lieutenant Junior Grade Rashid Kamal says, Commander, that it's coming right for us.
To move the ship.
Don't be here.
All right, Lieutenant Junior Grade Rashid Kamal is going to make a daring con.
Actually, I cannot. I'm really good at flying ships, though.
Do you want to fly the ship? Absolutely. Jump onto the
do.
con.
You just go
What-
kick Kamal out of his chair.
Come on, I got this.
You're not acting fast enough. I'm doing
says-
it.
Yes, sir. And he moves over to the navigator's chair, and the navigator moves up and walks away.
It stands
This
in
is
the
just
corner.
like that one time we were playing the Kings, And you gotta wait to the last second to deke around them to get that sweet goal. Hockey terms.
Hockey terms.
You said Deke, which was nice.
All right.
Thank you.
So go ahead and make a daring con at a difficulty 2. You will be assisted by the ship with its
Please help me, ship.
Yes, Captain.
engines con.
Temporarily.
The ship
No, I leave you guys out there.
the ship does assist, and I rolled low enough for it to generate 2 successes. Would you like to spend some momentum to buy any additional dice?
Yeah, I do. We're like lousy.
It's
So I
pulls
get-
up to here.
I get one from the ship or 2 from the ship.
If you get at least 1 success, you're going to get 2 from the ship.
Okay, then I'll just spend 1 and roll 3 dice.
Sounds good.
And my target number is a daring control.
Daring
15?
con.
That's what I meant. Daring con 15.
All right.
I also have
Beautiful.
the focus of small craft, but I'm gonna guess that doesn't apply.
That does not apply. That's all shuttles.
Like, same concept though, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Compared to the planet,
I love this game. I roll so good in this game. I'm awful roller. I got a 15, an 11, and a 3. So 3 successes plus your ship successes is 5 successes.
You beautifully go right up to it, just like you were saying, and then deke and just skim along, and it's just gorgeous.
Do it like as last minute as possible. They're like, Commander, not
Okay.
yet.
Commander,
No, not yet.
Commander,
Can't see the white of its eyes yet.
and
Commander, it's a planet.
bits of the planet are coming off, no longer held in place by the tractor beam, and you're just gracefully flying between them. The Commodore and the Ensign look up and see the Challenger.
You just hear my voice over the con. If you scratch my ship, I swear to God.
And you hear the whole deck going quack, 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 quack.
Are you the ducks now? You're the foilers.
Mighty, you can't. The mighty. I was gonna put an F instead of a D for ducks, but that's worse.
I like that team.
The mighty Lux is everyone's team.
Oh. All right. So you
Pick
pass.
them up.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Transport
girl, hey,
them
can I
back
pick
on
you
the ship.
up?
And
Beam us back aboard, please.
you filled the pool back up to 6, and then the scene ends, so we drop it back down to 5.
Hey girl, what's a nice girl like you doing in a shitty space like this?
Well, you see, I was beamed off the ship so that I could disable the tractor beam.
You're gonna write me up for sure.
As the ship was doing crazy maneuvers, I go, wow, Kamal's doing a great job.
We got aboard.
All right.
Wow, that was such a great job flying the ship. Amazing.
Expert piloting, buddy.
Oh.
I mean, sir.
Commodore, actually, Commander Xanthus took the helm, took the con for that.
Well then, Xanthus, Commander Xanthus. Oh, I can't speak anymore, apparently. Very impressive.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Cool.
So, I would like to do one more short scene and then start into the conclusion, if that works for people. Go a little bit over, but it'll be a short thing.
Short
Okay.
shorts?
Short shorts. Who wears short shorts?
Wear short shorts.
Me! I do.
All right.
I don't. Nobody
so
needs that.
The next little scene is
I have ghosts. Hairy ghosts.
That was my father's name.
That's Dr. Harry Ghost to you.
I don't want to do that one. We basically just did that one. It's a piloting one, so we're gonna go to the
Another
next
planet.
one. Yeah.
Place is filled with planets.
This one's pretty cool. So, in a cavernous spherical chamber, you fly into it, and and sensors show that the space around you is expanding away from you at an alarming rate. the room itself is growing, and the exits are moving away from you faster than you can keep up to them at full impulse.
Shit.
I know this one. We fly backwards through the door.
We go backwards through the hallway.
We just leave.
We go backwards to the hallway.
That's like a 10-year-old reference. That's got to be more than 10 years.
That's 15
yeah,
years
that's
old.
more than
5 years, because there's no way we're old enough for a reference to be 15 years old.
from a time when we weren't in high school.
Yeah, totally.
So, what do you do?
That sounds like for the smarties.
I don't know. Warp speed seems dangerous.
All right, take us to warp.
Just like aim and fire.
Are you super sure about that?
That'll be fine.
It'll be that scene from Star Wars. Can I knowledge things?
Yeah, an insight science task would
Ooh, yeah,
would be helpful here.
science.
Yeah, do it.
It's a difficulty 1.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna buy a momentum, or
Okay.
not a thing. I'm gonna thing.
Yeah, buy a die with a momentum.
That's the words.
That's the one.
Thank you. Thank you for putting them in the right order. And you said insight
Science.
science.
Yeah.
Perfect. Here we go. Captain's log. What number is that? Is that my number? No. 2 successes.
All right, so generate the momentum back to the pool.
And now I'm gonna untapped potential again.
Okie dokie.
That is another momentum to the pool.
Dang, filled up. Filled up? Anyways,
Let's fold up.
your
Hold on.
sensors show that space, time, and distance are being warped by this entire machine. You can tell that the machine that you have entered, the interior is much larger than the outside. You might say it's bigger on the inside, even.
Brianna TARDIS.
And you've discovered that if you were to create an inverse warp bubble with the engines, it should cancel this
backwards.
effect. That's right. If done at a precise field distortion level. It'll be a difficult science task. A difficulty of 3, but you've got so much momentum in the pool, I'm pretty sure you can get through this.
Ensign?
Who's our science ensign?
Who's our science ensign? It's you.
It's you.
You can always put Lieutenant Hernandez on it.
Is it reason science?
It is reason science.
Okay, I'm better at that than I am at inside science, so
Okay.
That's pretty decent.
I'll try it.
All right. The ship's engine science will help you.
I just want it to be in the room where it happens, you know? The space bubble.
You're doing so well today. You're doing such a good job. You're gonna get a gold star at the end of your shift.
I rolled a natural 1 for the ship. That's 2 successes coming at you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw away my shot at this.
Delta.
Just gonna drop Jen's gonna explode.
Because Patrick's
I know
throwing
how
out
to kill Jen.
2, 3
That's why
Hamilton
dropping
references
Hamilton
in 30
references.
seconds.
I get it now. I get it so much. It's been several years, so my brain automatically flicked on. You know how it works. We got 6 momentum, do we?
6 momentum.
Yeah,
Spend them all. Spend them all.
there's no need. That's absurd. I will spend 3 to get 2, correct?
Correct.
There we go.
Spend them all and then get them all back. It'll be
Yeah, how's it?
We're not out, we can't just spend more and then get an equivalent amount if we succeed. That's a bonkers
well.
talent.
I can, but
Yeah, you can.
right. That's a powerful talent. It's very good.
it is really good.
What difficulty did you say it was?
Difficulty 3.
Difficulty 3, reason science. Here we go, babies. Oh yeah, wow. Yeah, I get 3 successes just on my dice.
Nice. And then 2 from the ship, so total of 5?
Sorry, is this the ship's sensors?
No, it's the ship's engines.
Dang it. Dang it!
Yo!
Could have rerolled it, maybe got more!
All right, so total of 5?
Yes.
All right, so 2 momentum back into the pool.
3 momentum back in the pool.
3? Oh,
Untapped potential. Untapped potential is so much better when it's on a d20
Yeah, when you
And
can't roll a
not-
blank.
a d6 where just nothing happens.
You neutralize the shifting physics, allowing the starship to enter and exit as usual.
Yeah.
Which brings you to 3 successes in this secret track that I was running.
Hooray.
Just
You
a
had
simple bit
secret
of code,
timer?
Captain.
God damn it.
What's that, Jen?
You had a secret timer.
Yeah, of course I did.
Of course we did.
Great work, Ensign.
As you exit this chamber, another communication comes across the frequency that you identified before. It is 4 simple words. What is your purpose?
To explore and meet new species and create new relationships.
Malaloki
I know
said
what the-
quack. Yeah, to explore, meet new species. All right.
Love.
Go ahead and make a difficulty 2 presence command task as
I'm pretty good at those.
Commodore Nella Zen, stands up from the chair and addresses that captain's moment.
Bye bye.
I'm gonna take 3 momentum, 2 extra dice,
Sounds good.
and that is 4 successes.
Oh dang. Well,
This crew is so much better than our other crew.
Well, I had to roll under 15, so it was
Yeah.
not too hard.
okay. A dazzling artificial wormhole opens at the heart of the construct, and the Challenger is pulled through. You can't tell if it takes... Shake. Shimmy. You can't tell if it takes an instant or a day to travel through the wormhole, but you discover a wondrous sight on the other side. You find... Oh, you know what? Let's do this as well. Let's go to...
I'm gonna rewatch that.
Yeah.
Just watched it recently. It's still so good.
We did too?
You find yourselves in another galaxy entirely. Countless colossal machines, like the one you encountered, float in the void, extending far beyond your sensor range. At the heart of this vast constellation of machines is an impossibly gargantuan structure that resembles a double helix wrapped around a star. Your sensors show no celestial bodies other than these artificial machines. No planets, no moons, no other stars. As far as your sensors can see, light years away. Just machines. You're getting a hail.
Don't answer it. Captain.
On screen?
Welcome to the domain of the celestial algorithm. You have shown yourselves to be an enlightened people. So, the celestial algorithm has brought you here to request assistance.
You need our assistance.
Literally everyone on the ship is like, what?
Our countless computations have been unable to determine the source of a malady. We hope that other species, organic species, might understand this malady in a way we cannot.
Well, we'd certainly be willing to try.
Proceed. And you can see a course laid out in your computer leading you towards the double helix machine.
Let's go to the giant crazy.
Earl says, "Ooh, it's the singularity in a singularity." As you approach, the celestial algorithm shares a bit of its history and information with you. It is... You are in a separate quantum reality to your own. Remember how you said you were going into the multiverse? You were not wrong.
Oh no!
You did this, Patrick.
I made it happen again!
Organic life never evolved here. All life is the celestial algorithm.
Oh my god.
It is an explorer. After gaining intelligence and sentience, growing itself and its power source, as you're approaching, you can see that its star is also artificial.
Oh my god.
It
Artificial, crazy DNA-looking Dyson sphere. What the hell?
It has sent many probes out into multiple universes looking for life that was enlightened enough to be interested in helping and intelligent enough to be able to help.
Well, I hope that we fit that bill. Also, have you seen any sick whales?
What is a whale?
What is a whale? They failed the tests.
Well, shit.
It describes its malady to you. There is emergent code within its mainframe. It does not understand where this code came from, and it has isolated it. But it is unable or unwilling to get rid of it until it understands it. It is sequestered in a stasis server so that it cannot further infect the celestial algorithm. As you approach the large double helix, you can scan this mainframe. You are given access to it, which would be an insight engineering or insight science task. Difficulty 3. Assisted by computers science.
Go for
We
it,
got-
Anton.
What do we got for momentum?
5.
Fine.
Oh yeah, okay.
I've been reading too many smut books. I'm like, okay, cool. So they pulled us into their world and a prophesized thing. Okay, the robots are gonna fall in love with us. Right on. All right.
You know there are books that have cool stuff in them without all the smut?
You know, there are cool books that have smut in them.
Heresy! Okay, I'm gonna spend 3 of them by 2 dice.
Okay. And then what's
And
your
I'm gonna try insight engineering.
power do
that was-
again?
Mala
What's this,
Loki's wife begs to differ. I'm with Mala Loki's wife.
Patrick, you seriously have to give Akatar a chance
I will not.
at some point. I
It
just
won't
finished
happen.
the 5th
years.
book. It's so good.
No. put my foot down on that.
Anyways.
Insight engineering?
Yes, and what is your... Oh! Malaloki just finished the 5th book as well. Yeah, high five. It was
I can re-roll up a d20.
Ah, perfect. Okay. And the ship is... computers... science. Oh. That's going to help.
Malaloki.
Malaloki. Jen's nails have Ramiel and a Batwing.
Does the ship help?
The ship does, in fact, help. The ship got a 3, and I don't know if the rules transfer over from 1E, but when the ship helps in 1st edition, it always has an applicable focus, so I'm just treating it that way as well, so that's 2 successes coming in.
Very nice.
This ship is great.
Yeah, the Challenger's been pretty good.
Because of my technical expertise, I re-roll one of my d20s, getting me 3 successes. Plus 2 successes is 5 successes.
You're
That...
good at this, Ensign.
Yeah. So that
The
is...
smart guy's very helpful in this. And I'm not that smart. Add another momentum if you were going to add another one.
I will do so, putting you to 5.
Untapped potential is really good in 2nd edition.
Okay, Patrick, if you want to go to WhatsApp, I'm going to send you the info.
Whoa, I get
I-
to know secrets.
I really want to see your...
I detonate the ship.
That's not a good face.
I don't know how to put this in terms that the celestial algorithm is going to understand. But it's pregnant? I think it learned how to reproduce.
Oh. It has a kid.
Congratulations.
But it doesn't know that. Because it doesn't know breeding.
replicating. It must know replicating.
But it's never had an intelligence other than itself.
It made another one, not a copy part of itself.
Okay, I know it's not like a clone, but like that's the jumping off point.
So, as you report this, Commodore, what do you say to the celestial algorithm?
Mazel tov.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. You have created a new intelligence beyond yourself.
What... It is
What?
sentient?
That is correct.
It is separate.
That is also correct.
There's like a moment where it looks like it's computing, and it comes back with a decision and says, the emergent code will be released from stasis to develop naturally.
I think that would be for the best. And maybe you can guide it along its way. Show it how best to conduct itself in your world, in your universe.
And the response will say, this interaction has been illuminating. Would your people be interested in continued exchanges?
Yes, very much so.
Formal relations will be entered into.
Perfect. We look forward to it.
And it says, "Thank you."
You are very welcome.
At which point, your ship is sent back away from the devices. You see them sort of like disappearing into distance in a bright light as another singularity opens. You find yourself back in regular space, in the Alpha Quadrant. Beside you, the Sapphire Nexus. And beside them, a pod of Gormanganders.
Well,
Fire torpedoes.
The
Let us save some whales.
the alien sphere opens up another wormhole and disappears into it to contact you again later at some other time.
Most excellent.
Man, the Klingons are fucked. Federation has demon space technology.
Multi-dimensional beings helping us out.
Teach us everything how to make spaceships the best.
Yep.
Well, thank you everybody for the game.
Yeah,
Thank you.
That was the
that was amazing.
Star Trek Adventures 2E Quickstart, the Celestial Algorithm.
That was very cool and scary.
Terrifying. I was gonna say, like, the philosophical connotations of an entire multiverse with that's just one machine.
All right.
That's
Captain Tempty, thanks for getting through it all before I had to go to bed. We aim to please.
You're welcome, love.
All right.
Ditto, Captain.
All right, so we're going to run down a couple of the quick announcements again as we end off the stream. Reminder that we will be back with Hellbreakers next Monday, May the 6th, and then Hellbreakers again on May 13th, which is Jen's birthday. Roll20 has a super cool Discord integration going into beta for pro subscribers tomorrow. So you'll actually be able to play Roll20 directly from your Discord. I want to mention that because, hey, we're Roll20 ambassadors. I like Roll20, and that sounds like it might actually save my computer some, like, some resources.
Multitasking.
Yeah. The Onyx Feline. Yay, I made it in time for everything to be over.
That's one. Yep.
Welcome now to the end.
Well, the VOD will be available on Twitch immediately, and it'll be up on YouTube on Wednesday. If you need dice, tea, gaming accessories, and whatnot, we've got new friends at bookwormgames.com. They are a Canadian seller of cool, nerdy things, and if you use our code SkyhammerPress, you get 15% off. Green Ronin Publishing has launched their Engine magazine, which is all about the Age system, the adventure game engine, which we use in The Expanse, and is also used in Fantasy Age and Cthulhu Awakens and Blue Rose and a whole bunch of cool games. So you can go and check out that magazine for $5.99 US, and you can probably, if you buy it on their website, use our code Hellbreakers for 10% off. One thing I missed on our first go around, Jen and I are now doing board game reviews on a website called gametheory.ca. So if you need some board games, you should order from them. And there's probably, like, they carry a bunch of games, and we've only reviewed a fraction of those so far, but if you see a family review on them, or if you go to their board game blog, that's me and Jen giving our thoughts about what these board games are like as we play them with our kids.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
And, like, buy things from boardgames.ca. Or, sorry, gametheory.ca. Gametheory.ca. Buy your board games and puzzles from gametheory.ca. And check out bookwormgames.com. That's it. Thanks for watching. Folks, thanks
And as
for
always,
playing.
We'll see you in hell. Wait,
I mean, no, but... Okay.
we'll see you in hell space.
Ooh.